Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at some Sony headphones. Not these ones, these ones. Yes, these are the long-awaited successor to the Sony WH-1000XM3. So this here, inside this case, is the WH-1000XM4. So XM4 is, Mark IV, that's how Sony likes to name things. But let's get this thing open. So this case is what it comes in. It's a nice fabric case. On the back is a nice netting where you can put additional, cables or anything that you want to bring with your headphones. The zipper is like a nice kind of rose gold or like pink kind of accent, which matches the black color headphone that I have here. So to unzip it, obviously just do that. And on the inside are your headphones. So if you have the XM3s, they look exactly the same, I believe. I don't have XM3s, I only have the XM4s, which is the one here. So I don't know if there's many major differences, but from what I've seen, they look exactly the same. So they fold up like this, and on the bottom, there is like a cardboard piece which tells you how to fold them back up. You can remove this if you want, but I think I'll leave it there for now. And then down the bottom here in this kind of triangular area, they have a airline adapter. So if you're going on a plane, which most of us aren't doing for a while, you can use this. And underneath that is a 3.5mm line cable or headphone jack cable. If your phone still has that, you can use that. And down at the very bottom is a slot for a USB-C cable. This is a tiny USB-C cable. I don't know what they expect you to do with this. It's just too short to charge anything with. But I did notice that down here, this triangular area, they've actually sectioned it quite well. So there's a little section, little pocket here, just for the headline adapter, sorry, the airline adapter. And then further down here is a little pocket for the 3.5 headphone jack cable. And then down here, the longest slot is for that short USB-C cable. All right, let's take a tour around the outside of this headphone, of the XM4s. So they do fold both ways. So the ear cups or the headphones can have a hinge on both of them. So they can fold either way, but the case does encourage you to put it this particular orientation. Now they also swivel as well. So there's like a swivel on both ends as well. So I think it's exactly the same as the XM3s. On the outside, you'll have your microphones. So this is a nice kind of pink or rose gold accented logo and microphone here, which is really nice. And it matches the zipper on the case as well. Now there are markings for right and left as well, so they're directional. And on the top you have, this is the only way you can really tell it's XM4. There is a logo here, or the model number here. It says WH-1000XM4. Now this shows up on both sides, so there you go. You can flaunt your XM4s, although it's kind of hidden. So visually, the XM4s are almost indistinguishable, besides that logo, from the XM3s. But if you look on the inside, there is actually a sensor in here. So I think this is kind of like a proximity sensor or a wear sensor. So if you put your headphones on, this will detect that the headphones are on your head, and it will either resume playback, or if you take them off, it detects that they're not on your head, and then it will actually pause your music. And after a certain period, it will actually turn off the headphones altogether. Another difference on the XM4s compared to the 3s is the material in the earpiece area here. So this cushioning area. So this feels actually really soft. It's almost feeling like a memory foam type thing. So if you press on it, it kind of slowly regains its shape, and it's the same on both ends. The top headband here, this is also very soft, but it's not as soft as the ear cups. So this feels kind of like foam, a harder foam, I guess. And it kind of springs back almost immediately, whereas the ear cups, they kind of stay in a position and then they kind of come back out. The top is also cushiony. Not sure, that's probably for handling comfort, not for wearing comfort. So when you hold it, it feels nice in the hand here. But yeah, I've actually worn these for a few hours now, and I've noticed that there is more pressure, like kind of like a clamping pressure, and there's not much force on the top of your head anymore. So it feels like the force is mostly on the side. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. You do feel kind of a pressure on the side of your head because it is clamping on the side there. Now on the right ear cup, on the outside here, this kind of flat surface, this is still a touch panel, so it's the same as the XM3s. You can do swipe gestures to go forward and backwards. If you swipe up, it basically increases the volume, and swipe down to decrease. If you double tap, you can basically play, pause your music, and also you can answer phone calls. On the left here, this is not a touch panel. This is, it's got an NFC logo here, so it's like a quick pairing option. So if you do have like an Android phone, you can just hold it up against here and it will automatically initiate the pairing of your headphones to your phone. Apart from the touch input, you also have some regular inputs. So on the bottom of your headphones, you'll have the power button. So if you press that, it'll turn the headphones on, obviously. There's a custom button. So on Android, this can become the Google Assistant button. So if you press that, you'll activate the Google Assistant and you can give it queries via your voice. Now down here is the 3.5mm headphone jack. So that cable I talked about before, you can plug it in here and plug it into your phone if you still have a port. Down here on the other side is the USB-C port. This is what you'd use to charge the headphones. There is a charging light indicator as well. That light turns red when it's charging. Another headlining feature of the XM4s is that now you can actually pair up to 2 devices at the same time. So there you go. If you enable this option here, you can connect 2 devices simultaneously. So enable this and then they will stay connected to, say, your laptop and your phone. So if you do get a phone call come in, it'll automatically switch to your phone and let you take that call. So another new feature on the XM4s is something called speak to chat. So on the XM3s, if you wanted to temporarily turn off the music, you have to put your hand over the right ear cup, over the touch controls, and then it would basically turn down the music and let you speak to other people on the outside. Now with the speak to chat, all you have to do is start talking and it will detect that you're talking and automatically pause your music and let you speak to the outside world. So if you look at here, it says you can start a conversation while wearing the headphones simply by starting to talk. You can customize how long it will stop the music for. So if you click the gear icon down here, it says time until the mode closes. Now by default, it was actually 30 seconds. I found it to be a bit too long. So if you are just ordering a coffee, for example, I think 15 seconds is more than enough. So let's talk about sound quality for a little bit. Now, first of all, I'm not a audiophile by any means. These are my first pair of proper headphones. Now, I'm more of a earphone type of person, so I tend to like earphones over headphones, mostly because I think these are more comfortable. But having used the WH-1000XM3s, which is these headphones here, these were really good. They had really incredible noise cancelling for earbuds of this class. Now they are a bit bulky, so they are kind of chunky there, and the mic on this was not very good. Now the XM4s are a lot better. I mean, they're headphones, they're going to be a lot better than earphones. The bass on these it's quite incredible compared to these ones. I thought these were pretty good, but these ones are a lot better. Now, if you like to listen to music with a lot of different instruments inside, if you focus on the background, hear a more defined sound from these headphones. So you'll be able to focus on the background and listen to like all the other instruments that are kind of off in the background. Whereas this one, it's a bit harder. You'll miss some of those details on the earphones. Now, in terms of noise cancellation, I think they're both quite comparable. So the noise cancellation on the Sonys in like a semi-quiet area, that you can't really tell the difference. But once it gets a bit noisier, then obviously the headphones are a lot better. The place where the headphones absolutely dominate and win over these earphones is the passive noise isolation. So not even talking about noise cancellation here. This is just like the fact that you have something over your ears. The headphones do a better job. So just by putting these on, you will cancel out a lot of the noise just by having them over your ears. Whereas the earphones, they do a good job. They do block out noise, but it's not quite as dramatic as the headphones. All right, so another improvement over the XM3s is better microphones. So right now, the audio you're listening to is recorded from the XM4s. I have them on my head and I'm speaking at regular speaking volume in a quiet room, and this is what it sounds like. So to my ear, it sounds kind of like I'm far away from the microphone, even though the headphones are on my head. So they must be doing some sort of noise cancelling to try and collect the voice as best as it can. But from what I can tell, it seems like just having a regular inline microphone is actually better than the inbuilt microphones in this headphone. Now, apart from sound quality from the mics and from the headphones themselves, there are a few things that you should be aware of. The first thing is when you use the 3.5mm headphone jack, the Bluetooth will just turn off. So when you plug something in there, it just turns off the Bluetooth. Another thing is when you are charging the headphones, they also turn off. So you can't actually charge them and listen to them at the same time, which kind of sucks. But I guess it's not that bad because these things have rapid charge. So I think 10 minutes of charging will give you 5 hours of playback almost immediately. So I think that's plenty fast enough. And if it's not, well, these things have 30 hours battery life anyway. So you can listen to this for a whole entire day and still have some battery left. The headphones are also adjustable, so you can pull them here to make them longer, so you can extend them on either side. Now, for me, having them at the shortest or the smallest setting was plenty comfortable enough. I didn't have to actually touch this band here at all. All right, final thoughts and conclusion. Now, would I buy these again? I mean, personally, I'm still more of a earphones type of person, so I do like the freedom of having earphones in, and I think for me, these are the most comfortable. I'm not a very big fan of having headphones on that kind of add pressure on the side of your head. Now, these are supposed to be very comfortable already, so if headphones work for you and you like that, then these will be completely fine. They are a bit pricey, but these are considered premium headphones. Personally, I probably wouldn't buy them again, but that's because I like earbuds more than headphones. Just talking about sound quality, the sound quality of the headphones are 100%, they are better than the earbuds, but for me, I feel like comfort is more important than sound quality. So that's about it. I hope this was useful, and thanks for watching.